finally signs that the goldenrod flowered. This is September 9th. A lot of it looks like it's on the back end of that flowering process, so I guess I missed most of it, but at least we know roughly when it took place. You can see the monkey flower is past its heyday. That was brief. Like the goldenrod, I missed the flowering of this leather root. I waited a long time. Would have been nice to see. Has some nice purple flowers from what I've seen in pictures. Boy, look at the size of this thing though. This is not even a year old. I think I chose the right spot for this one. Oh boy. Yeah. This one is ready to explode. I think it's gonna grow just fine. The roots looked really excited to get going. And this is a snowberry. I think I may have chosen the wrong spot for it, although it's still alive, but it's in this path, which I guess is my fault. I got the inside out flower still going. It's very delicate looking. I keep expecting it to not make it. The yerba mensa seems to be gone entirely now, and the candy flower that was spreading so nicely has died back. That's not to be unexpected though. It does not appear that the little leaf blinks survived that last heat wave. I wasn't here to bring water, and every year we get more unusual heat that things here just aren't accustomed to dealing with. Heat mixed with a lack of moisture to counter it. I think this is my other inside out flower. Not as pretty as it was. And there's the other leather root. Not bad, but not as good as that one. My goodness. So let me say another cool thing about this plant reaching its flowering stage and some other ones reaching flowering stage. Beside the fact that I didn't get to see the flowers on this one, it doesn't matter. The good news is that it reached a point of being able to propagate. It reached a point of being able to create seeds. The candy flower and the other ones that don't look good right now, I can still have a positive mindset and hope that they had a chance to propagate. Now I just have to pray that the goats don't get down here and eat the seeds or the baby plants that try to come up this next season. Such a nice break, a little paradise to not only have some shade and some peace, but to escape the invasive plants that not only are uncomfortable, but are potentially lethal to dogs. Let me share a native plant story. I almost walked by this assuming it was stinging nettle starting out early, but this is American black nightshade. Let me zoom in on the flowers, get a look at that. So what's interesting about this is, although it's a native plant and that I rarely see it, it is listed as a weed. Problematic because it can take over areas. Well, it hasn't been taken over this area, but the primary reason it's listed as a problem is because it's toxic to cattle. So this is a classic case of humans thinking only about themselves and their commodities, not about the benefits of a native plant. This plant is negative because cattlemen don't like it. Look at the silver lupine. Still going. Look at the base. Not a baby anymore. Give you a little water. Let's give everybody a drink. Even you, just in case. Well, look what's happening here. This plant pretty much 100% looked like this not long ago. So, it's not dead after all. This gives me hope for the two I have out in the wild also. I continue to not understand the water. I mean, I am more or less thankful, except that I have to be worried about the source. You know, the natural water channels got cut off from snowmelt months ago, many months ago. But then water started coming through again. So does that mean that the humans allowed some to make it to nature? Or is this runoff from recycled water, from irrigation, etc.?